A spell for Mercurial Voice from Witchcraft Activism by David Salisbury.
Hello my fair friends, I'm Ruby Ruse and welcome to Fairy Fortunes, where I talk about fairy folklore and my personal journey with modern fairy faith spirituality and magic. I also do this thing where I drop bunny bombs to point out things that I think might be controversial in the magical community. And this whole video is probably one big bunny bomb because it's all about politics. So there's your warning. Now what you see me doing here in this opening bit is I am doing a very classic casting with a small athame. And then I'm following that with my magical wand, drawing a pentacle for each of the elements and their proper directions.
The tarot reading that I'm doing is also from David Salisbury's book, Witchcraft Activism. The first card, the Knight of Pots, upright, refers to who are my opponents and what should I know about them. Pots correlates to water. It's a very emotional card. So this is a knight of emotion. My opponent is very passionate. They feel that they are extremely righteous. They truly believe that they are a hero and not a villain. They are prepared to go to war though. This is one of the goblins from the labyrinth. They're in battle. They are following a path that they don't really understand very well. Because my opponent's card is upright, this suggests to me that they have a strong support base. This person is probably beloved, which is exactly why I'm concerned about them. The second card represents how my opponent most threatens my efforts. This is the Wheel of Fortune, which suggests while my opponent is very beloved in his class, there's a lot of chance that is involved in the political world right now. My opponent isn't concerned about the facts. They're concerned about stirring up everybody's emotions. And my opponent is a very lucky opponent. He knows how to strike the right emotional chords in people. The third card represents how my opponent can be stopped. And it's very interesting that I have a Queen card, which suggests that this might be a person. My opponent, the person that I have in mind, I need to defeat this person politically. And I was thinking that the best way to do that would be to find a candidate to replace him with. That I should try to connect with strong female Republican candidates. I'm very reluctant when it comes to Republicans, and I'm going to admit that I have a strong bias towards female Republicans. We have these Republican women that are towing the party line and taking a back seat to these very emotional men that are aggressive, that belittle, that have very little compassion. It's interesting too that this is a knight, whereas this is a queen. So this suggests that I need to look towards an older person, a woman who is older than this person. That might not be a bad thing, because if I can find an older woman, maybe I can find a Republican when the party was more moderate, when the party was more about keeping government small and allowing citizens to thrive in a less regulated community. There are some female candidates that might be a contender, so I have to look into that.
What you see me doing now is I am marking my candle that I'm going to be using in the spell with the symbol of Mercury, and I'm just using my athame to mark that in there.
Mercury, Mercury, Mercury. Hear my voice, send your great winds, smooth and quicksilver, strong and clear, aligned with me and settle deep. Mercurius. Mercurius.
Now I'm creating the talisman, but I'm putting my spin to it. I'm binding it to a pen, that way anytime I write a letter and sign my name, that signature is infused with magic.
Great spirits, this talisman that I create with fire and mercury, I mean to tie to this pen, to help empower my words, to make an impact, to be heard, to cut through to the truth. I ask that you give me the will to sustain, to be courageous and brave, to say what must be said. I ask that you help me keep my emotions regulated. Help me when I feel despair, when I feel anger, to put those emotions to the best use. Help me to remain grounded. Help me to manifest this purpose. It is my wish to get these old white men out of government so that we can create change for the future generations.
So now that I have the main ritual completed, I'm about to open the circle. I'm going to be using my wand to do a reverse pentacle for each of the 4 directions. When I was first trained in pagan magic, I was introduced to Wicca and to ceremonial magic, and that has stayed with me and influences most of my rituals to this day. And then once again, I'm taking that small athame and opening up that circle. If you liked this video, I think you would also enjoy my video exploring ritual meeting the Horned God. And with that, my fair friends, have a magical day.
And with the circle open, I humbly say to any spirit trapped by my workings today, to partake of this energy and be gone in peace. Zoevo, Zoevo, Zoevo.